Hello friends, Kev here. Welcome to my retirement adventure. Well, today we're going to walk through the Magic Forest, and I'm going to talk about when do you feel like you're truly retired. I'm not sure about how it's working for you. For me, it's taken a little while, and I just had a bit of a realization a few days ago that, hey, I am retired and I can do what I want. I might have told myself that before, but I didn't really believe it. But this time I did believe it. So anyway, if you've already retired, your experience may not be the same as mine. And if you are thinking of retiring or on your way to retirement, these are some things that might happen to you. When you first retire, the very first thing you want to do is sleep in. You want to forget about work and you want to take it easy, and you really don't want to do that commute or whatever it was that you used to do. And that kind of feels like retirement, but you know that that's not really all there is to it, because you can't sleep in all the time. There's more to it, but you know what? Why not enjoy it at first? The thing is, though, you're still in work mode, very much in work mode. You're thinking about work, you're thinking about the stuff you don't have to do. You could go back to work that very day and do your job perfectly. But now you're retired. So, you've got time. Okay, what about that project you've wanted to do? So you'll pick some projects, you'll start on them, and you'll work on them. And yeah, that does feel like retirement. You've got time to yourself to do what you want. But pretty soon you realize what you've done is you've taken your work project at home and substituted it for the routine that you had when you used to have a job. So that's not really retirement. And it doesn't, after a while, it doesn't really feel like retirement. But you're on your way. At least you've started to do something. Then next after that, well, the chores get a little bit onerous after a while. So you want to do something else. So maybe you're going to do a project, bake bread, things like that, go to the gym, all good things. Pick up a hobby that maybe you haven't done for years. And that's a little bit better, because now you're doing things for yourself. It's not just a chore. Oh, be right back. Well, I kind of forgot where I was, so I'm just gonna keep on keeping on. The dogs are getting muddy stuck around a tree. Just a minute. I might let them loose and cross my fingers. Hang on a minute. Well, I'm all untangled and the dogs are loose, and I can't really remember where I was, so I'm just gonna start here. So yeah, you've got all these things you want to do, and projects, and then little hobbies you might want to pursue. And then the realization comes in that you don't have as much time as you thought you did. And that doesn't feel like retirement, because isn't retirement supposed to be unlimited free time to yourself? Well, it is, but things take a bite out of it. Everyday life takes a bite out of your retirement. You've got administrative things to do. If you just recently retired, you're going to have to go to the bank and figure out your accounts, and up here in Canada, get your, if you haven't already started it, your social security, your old age security, your actually Canada pension plan, old age security, that kind of stuff. So a lot of administrative tasks, and that naturally is going to keep your mind sort of in that realm of work. So you still don't feel retired, even though you've got time and you can kind of do what you want. And then maybe there's going to come a point where your hobbies have become too routine, and maybe you've substituted the routine that you got used to over all of those decades of work. You're doing that with your hobbies. So now, you know, you're retired, but do you feel retired? No, not really. Well, you do, but you don't. Still something missing. And that's probably where you make your first bit of a transition. Yeah, you might get to a point where you realize that you're kind of just filling in time for the sake of doing it. And is it really what you want to do? And still you've got the echoes of work. Some of them are louder than others. Like if you had a phone on your belt for years on end, like I did, you might feel it vibrate, or you might hear it ring when there's no ring at all. Or on a Sunday night, you'll be sitting there watching a movie and you look and it's midnight and you're like, oh man, I gotta. Yeah, no, you don't have to work tomorrow. It's still there though. It hasn't left. And you're still working on yourself, discovering what it means to be retired. I mean, is it a job? Well, I don't know if it's a job, but it's something that you need to do because you're retired. I don't know if that makes any sense. So yeah, you go on like that for a while, and what happens is work will over time slowly fade, and yet you might feel still like something is missing. But what is it? So yeah, that noise that you hear, the feeling that you have, that's your old life fading away, and you know it is. You want it to, and there's a part of you that didn't want it to. Like, can you go back? Not really. I mean, I've gone back and talked to some of the people I worked with, friends, but no, you can't really go back. Not the same anyway, not like it was. And why would you want to? You've retired. So that's your old life. It's echoing away. Not gone yet, but it's less and less all the time. And then you'll realize that when you're retired, you're on your own. It's up to you. It's your freedom. It's not governed by somebody else. And you're not obligated to do things to have that freedom. And that's when you're getting close to being retired, when you actually feel like it, like you're retired. That's what happened to me on the weekend. I just woke up and I thought, you know what? I want to go out to Creekside. And I thought, well, can I? Do I have things to do? Well, sure, I had chores, but they weren't the same anymore. They were just chores that I had to do. Oh, there goes the dogs. And so I just made a list. I did them, but they didn't keep me from coming out here. I wanted to do it, and I did it. So the routine that I had been hanging on to through things like hobbies and chores and projects and routines that I had built, cleaning the house or walking the dogs, all that kind of stuff, they just became something unto themselves. They weren't keeping me busy while I was retired. They were just things that you do. And for me, that was when I realized, yeah, I am retired. I can do what I want. It's my responsibility. You need to think about the people that you love and live with. You can't just do whatever the heck you want. Well, you can, I suppose, but make sure it doesn't affect other people or your relationships. But yeah, it took me 3 months, and now I do feel retired. I'm doing this now. I don't know what it is, about 11 o'clock in the morning. I got up about 9. I should have maybe done it sooner, but I thought, you know what? I don't feel like it. I want to have some coffee. I want to sit in the sun, and then I'll do my video. So my friends, that's how I got to the first stage of actually believing that I am retired. And I know there's more, but at least I'm here now, and I don't worry about stuff. I just do what's required for my life, my responsibilities, and the rest of it is up to me, and I've got nobody to answer to but myself. So that's where I'm at. Anyway, I'm just gonna walk the dogs a bit more and think about this And I hope to do more videos where I actually say what I think, because I don't usually. Anyway, I'll see you on the next one. Hey, here's some bonus footage